Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Thursday. Well, yesterday I talked about a graphic that I'd seen on LinkedIn. It was a leadership soft skills graphic. It had 8 different things on it. And when I was putting together my talking points yesterday, I realized that I didn't have enough time to talk about all 8 of them. So, anyway, these Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years, well, as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. I loved the game, but knew how to do it. Didn't always have all the tools. So these Red Mic messages are in part a way to share what I've learned along the way, and I hope you get something out of it. That's the goal, right? Leadership soft skills. Well, yesterday I talked about communication and empathy and all of that. So a couple other items that I frankly should have put on my talking points but didn't. Sue me. Go back and look at yesterday's. Um, yeah, I'm feeling a little saucy this morning. So, all right, the second 4 of the 8: teamwork, decision making, mentoring, and time management. Well, teamwork, collaboration, delegation, support, collaboration. It's working together. You're all on the same goal. You all have the same thing in mind. You know, you're working together trying to get there. Delegation, assigning tasks to other people. If you're the leader, it's hopefully assigning them those tasks that are within their skill sets or just on the edge of their skill sets and you're trying to help them learn. If you are not the leader, eat the frog. You know what that means? Take on some of the tasks that maybe you know or that you think your boss may not be all excited about doing. Um, and I'm not, eating the frog is not about becoming their toady. Okay. Um, yeah, you heard what I said there. I mixed frogs and toads, did that on purpose. Um, Eating the frog is about taking one for the team. Particularly if it's an item that you know your boss doesn't like or maybe even on the edge of their skill set. And it gives them the time to focus on things that maybe are more in their wheelhouse. You know, um, take one on for them, right? So collaboration, delegation, and support. Support's being there for your team members, whether you're the boss or you're alongside them in the pits. It's being encouraging, providing guidance when asked or when needed. So, teamwork, collaborate, delegate, support. Decision making. Whether you're the leader, whether you're a team member, you're going to have decisions to make. Some are small, some are really big for the projects. Effective decision making requires you to think about it, be analytical in your decision. When you figured out what you're going to do, be decisive. You know, you remember me talking about Gunny a while back. Don't be a mamby-pamby, Uh, don't chug on over to mamby-pamby land, right? And then be accountable. Yep, I thought about it. I decided. I did it. And I stand by it. Now, if your decision making was wrong or flawed and ends up what you did was just flat out silly, ill advised, whatever it was, part of accountability is stepping up and saying, yeah, that's on me. Yeah, I did it. I made the decision, I did it, or I made the decision and I told my team members to do it. Take the L, step up. Um, Old episode of Cheers where Woody Woody steps up and takes the blame for something that Sam did, and he was fully expecting to be fired. He was being magnanimous about it, for he was taking one for the team, right? And then the the very wealthy guy who apparently loses his mind when he has a little bit too much to drink says, "You know what, young man? You have grit. You have integrity. You didn't know if I was going to be angry and fire you." And then Woody and this older wealthy gentleman become buddies, and it's a great episode. Go find it. It's on Cheers. Um, Decisiveness. Okay, analytical thinking. Gather all your decisions. Weigh the pros and cons. Consider your consequences. Decisiveness. Once you figure out what you're going to do, make a timely and confident choice. Bam. Don't procrastinate. Just pull the trigger. Get it done. And then accountability. Be responsible for your decisions, for the outcome. Learn from your mistakes. Use them to grow. And be willing to take the blame or the kudos when things start heading your way. Mentoring. I like to mentor. It's guiding, supporting, developing others. It's helping your team members reach their full potential. And that doesn't matter if you're the big boss, team lead, whatever it is. Help the people around you, whether they're reporting to you or whether they're just somebody on board that you may have a little bit more experience than. Oh, here's how you do that, that sort of thing. Time management. Last of the four I'm going to talk about today. Time management. Tempus fugit. Time flies. Time is that one resource that once it's gone, you're never getting it back. So be effective in your time management. It is essential for success. You've got to prioritize, you've got to plan, and you've got to be efficient. Prioritization, focus on the important tasks. Go back to that Eisenhower matrix. You got the 4 points. It's important, it's urgent. Do that first. Or if you want to tackle the important things, going to take less time, knock them out. Whatever time management tools you use, be efficient in it. Again, efficiency is part of it. But delegate or eliminate the less important items. Plan. Figure out your schedule, figure out your timeline, figure out, okay, here are the deadlines, here are the benchmarks we need to meet along the way, and then do everything you can to meet those deadlines. Sometimes deadlines are going to get blown. They just are. Things get in the way. Life is going to throw you some curveballs. There's going to be things in your project that don't work exactly the way they're supposed to. Don't make excuses, but have justification if you do blow that deadline. Take responsibility for it, though. Step up and say, yeah, we didn't plan enough time for this, and this happened. I've blown deadlines in my life, but I promise you, my bosses knew that I did everything within my power to not blow those deadlines. And more often than not, I make my deadlines. I think I may have mentioned this before. I may have even mentioned it recently. Took one of my first government, I know I did mention this recently, for one of my first government jobs, I knocked out a press release in a couple hours that they thought was going to take me 2 or 3 days. Well, I had a task, I focused on it, I barreled ahead, I knocked it out, got it done, and then we tweaked it a little bit, we made it better, and then a couple days later, we presented it and, bully for our team, rah-rah, right? So, efficiency. Complete your tasks quickly and effectively. And that's today's Red Mike message. Please go back, take a look at yesterday's, watch it in conjunction with this one. These leadership soft skills, I can't deny that all 8 of them are important. Take it to heart, learn it, live it, do it. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you'll be back again tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. Please give me a share. It's easy. Usually it's 1 or 2 clicks at the most. Share, like it, follow us, give us a comment. If there's something you want me to talk about that maybe I've touched on a little bit, you want me to expound on a little bit more, let me know. That's what the comment boxes are for, right? Again, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Remember, life is short. Drink the bourbon. I'll see you tomorrow.